Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Days, Season 5, Episode 2. Y'all liked Episode 1, so y'all getting Episode 2. I'll probably have Episode 3 up tomorrow, okay? But thank y'all for tuning in to this premiere, and thank y'all for who will be watching the replay of it all and whatnot, okay? But y'all know the same thing I say to do every time. Well, I say subscribe. Okay, I say subscribe. Okay, please do that. I always say to do these things here. Okay, to do these things here. Okay, I also say to please like the video and subscribe and follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on everything. And yes, I am here. Okay, it is 4:47 p.m. Okay, PM. It is New Year's Eve. So it's almost New Year's Day. I'm going to be live again today. Surprise. I thought yesterday would be my last live. But again, the foolishness that happened, Betty White, Nicki Minaj, Mia, Trey Songz, things happened. So I'm going to get one last live in today, well, tonight at 8 p.m. So when you're watching this, go ahead and remember to come back and watch me live at 8 to discuss some foolishness around here. Okay, but let's get into the foolishness that is 90 Day Fiance with basically all new people. So I'm invested. I'm invested. Okay, I'm gonna watch episode 3 either later tonight or tomorrow. I don't know because a lot is going on today because it's been a crazy day already. Okay, but let's get into the first couple of Gino and Jasmine who finally met in person or whatever. Now Gino was flying to Panama. Okay, they've been talking for 9 months via the internet, and he's now flying there. He wants to propose to her. He wants to impregnate her. A lot of things that Gino wants to happen that makes me feel like Gino was a little bit of a creep. Okay, because he's also from Michigan. Okay, I'm like, Gino, this is making us look bad. Okay, but anyway, we do see Jasmine over there in Panama, and she is an American literature teacher. She's also a model. Okay, she's divorced, has 2 sons. The oldest son lives with the ex-husband. Okay, and she then so the youngest son lives with her. But she said, he was living with me. However, because of the pandemic, he had some kind of special condition, and he was having a hard time during the lockdown. So her mama decided that her mama would take the son to live elsewhere. Okay, so her kids, one with the daddy and one with her mama. And now she's trying to marry Gino, who's an American engineer. Girl, anyway, she's like, Gino really helped me stay calm. He kept me happy or whatever during the pandemic. Like, I like him. I love him. I love him, even though I have never seen him with all his hats. Okay, but I love him. I love his dirty socks. Okay. I was like, girl, bye. Now, she do admit that he had lied to her initially and told her that he was 44, but later came clean and he's actually 51. And she's okay with that. Okay. She's like, they talk in baby talk. I'm like, that is weird. Oh, my little baby, you're a little baby. I'm like, y'all are adults. Talk like adults. Okay. It was really weird how they both like this baby talking stuff. I was like, girl, I guess so. Now she also brings up how she can't wait to have sex with him. Okay, she wants to break him in half, and she hopes he does not have a heart attack because again, he's 51. Okay. And I was like, girl, what are you gonna do? But I'm like, she really is excitedly happy to see him. And I'm like, did she plan to be this happy? That was the lip. Did she plan? I think I want to come on lip. Or whatever. Okay. Now she also brings about most men are cheaters. Okay, her ex was a cheater. So she don't trust men. Okay. I'm like, oh, that's why she be acting crazy and deranged around here and whatnot. What's on my shirt? This is the old night shirt, so I mean it's just a stain. Anyway, um, so she also brings up how she told him that she has to be the center of his attention. Okay, she cannot have him being nice to any women when she's around. You can't say hi, don't say bye, don't say nothing. Be mean to them hoes in my presence. If you are nice to any woman in my presence, I'm going to assume you fucking them. She's cool. Honey, cuckoo, got you. Okay. Now they finally meet in person or whatever. They very happy and kissing and hugging. And I'm like, they really? This is the thing. If she didn't seem cool with you, this might work, but she is crazy based on her not trusting people, and basically she think anybody, any man she's with is going to cheat on her unless I force him to not be nice to women. And I was like, I don't want that at all. And they want to go have sex immediately. Now, the fact that he refuses to take his head off, I'm like, it's right because the cameras is on. I'm like, was your head deformed? Is your scalp missing? Sir, what? It's weird because you're like the hat isn't hiding that you're bald. I can see you bald. Okay, I can see it right there. I can see the baldness all up here. It's like, is it a hump? Is he having a bun? It's like, sir, take the hat off. I'm gonna leave that be as well. Now he gives her at the back of the hotel, and she had like rose petals to say, what's it, G and J or whatever. She was happy for the girl, it could work. I don't know. But he gifted her an electric toothbrush because I think they don't have that here. And he also gave her pregnancy tests because as he said, I want you can take the test before I leave because we're gonna be doing. I'm like, you really making Michigan people from Canton look weird. You doing that and I don't know why. Okay, now she say, he has no idea I'm on birth control. Okay, even though I say I want kids, okay, he don't know I'm on birth control. He can shoot my club up, but the bullet's gonna stay in. Okay, I'm on pill. I was like, I guess so. So she then brings up how, because then there was like his phone was ringing or whatever. She's like, what's your passcode? I need your passcode. I need to see if you've been a good boy or not. I need to know how to get in your phone whenever I want to. He said, well, it's a face ID. Okay, so if you're sleeping, I can put the phone up your face and look. He's like, I mean, yeah, I'm looking like, and he like, there's only day one, and I'm aware that she's jealous and cuckoo and crazy, but maybe it'll get better. It's gonna get worse. It always gets worse. It typically never gets better when someone is letting you know up front, I am crazy about you. Okay. Next up, Caleb and Elena. So Caleb wanted to be with his parents who did not know that he was even talking to her or wanted to go visit her or whatever. And I assume they're Mormon. I'm assuming. Okay, because he said he grew up in a very Christian religious household where you're expected to be a virgin until you get married. If you date anybody, you have to marry them. And it is, in the way he spoke about his life, made me feel like he left the Mormonism of it all, and now he around here doing whatever. So he like, parents, I'm gonna do something weird, y'all. What you gonna do, son? Well, I'm going to visit some people. Who's you going to visit? Well, a girl who I know in Russia. Okay, she's a little person, and I like her, so I'm going there to see if it's gonna work. And it was like, well, are you sure? And I'm like, I think he's sure. So these are I had to find a picture of the parents, because I was like, those are his parents. You know what I'm saying? So he's telling them again that she is in Russia. She's a little person, you know what I'm saying? And then they're like, well, how tall is she? If y'all like, can y'all do the same things? You know what I'm saying? If y'all to get married, would y'all have kids? If y'all would have kids, would the kids be little people too? The parents were concerned about her being a little person. I was like, real, and I'm like, when he say he dating somebody, you jump to marriage again. I'm like, is it Mormons? Because I mean, they look like look, I don't know, but it's just weird, whatever. But he's like, it's okay. I'm just going here to meet her to see if we can make it work in person because we have chemistry, online, but will it work in person? I'm looking like, Caleb, no. The reason I feel like Caleb likes to say, because he was packing to go, and he said, I bring some condoms in my my protein powder because I gotta stay jacked and then I want to be prepared in case we have sex. He then said he's a very open person sexually. I see you're open, like anal. He may like dick, I don't know. But he do say he's very open or whatever, but he know sex with her will be different because she's little, okay? Because you can't have sex and kiss a person who's little because of the size. I was like, is she an experiment? I really feel like he just wonders what it would be like to be with a little person, and because he likes her as a person, let me see if I can date her and have sex with her. And I don't see this working. I just don't, because of him though. He is just testing the waters to see what he can do sexually with a little person. Okay, get out my face. Anyway, so we see her in the car, and she's like, "I can't wait for him to get here." You know what I'm saying? I hope he hugs me really tight with his big strong arms, and she's like nervous for him to see her in person, but also excited for her and him to be the person. Now we see that Caleb picked the hotel they're going to all stay at. Okay, now he knows she's a little person. Okay, that she needs help getting around. Okay, I'm assuming you know that. You know that. And he booked a hotel that did not have an elevator, had a lot of stairs, a lot of stairs. Okay, and also the bed was high up. The toilet, like nothing was handicap accessible. And even if she was not a little person, she's in a wheelchair and she's smaller and she's shorter than people. So why would you not ask these questions when booking a hotel? When you would, because he doesn't really care or know about her. He just wants to meet this person and see how the sex may be. That's my opinion. Okay. Anyway, it does go off with them, about to meet up, but they have not seen each other yet. If y'all hear rumbling, it's not my mic, it's my motherfucking neighbor upstairs fighting a gorilla or dog or children. I'm not sure. Anyway, so again, we will see, what happens with them and if it will work out. But again, I don't think it will because I don't see him. Look at his parents. Okay. His parents. I do not see him really being with a little person because he just seems to not really understand anything about her and how she has to live. Okay, that's on her. Next up, we have Kim and Usman. Okay, Soldier Boy. So Kim is flying 30 hours to meet him. She's gonna be there for 2 weeks. She's meeting up with him for that video shoot or whatever. I was like, girl, and Kim wants to prove that she is not like his ex-wife Lisa. So I was like, fine. Now her mama, okay, her mama. Like, I want her to go fly there. You know what I'm saying? Get out the way. Like it's better for her to go now to see if it's real or not, versus her being here and fantasizing about how much they can be together. It's like as go and have your dreams crushed so you can move on, or it'll work and y'all be together. I don't know. Now we do see Usman who's over there in Nigeria. He still has dreams of coming here to America. I want to be famous like Michael Jackson and Jay-Z or Chris Brown. I'm looking like, sir. Now his music don't sound bad though. It doesn't. But I mean, you can't keep trying to get famous through this show. This is the second woman you've been with on this show in the past 3 years, and your whole thing was I want to get to America and get famous. Girl, and boy, man, anyway. So he like, I won't let anything get in my way. Okay, that's why me and Lisa didn't work out because Lisa was on bullshit. Lisa did want to stifle him as far as she didn't want it, but he may be a player. I don't know. I do think when you're with somebody who's in music or whatever, there's a level of you have to be okay with the fact that people are going to want that person. Which they have to be okay too, if not allowing that to interfere with your lives. So both the starer and the woman or the man or whatever has to get it's a catch 22. Okay, anyway. So he brings up how Kim is a special woman to him and seeing that she's beautiful or whatever. And he loves how kind and nice she is to him or whatever. But he can't commit to her being like his girlfriend until they meet in person. Because again, Lisa was on bullshit, so he wants to at least meet the person to be sure that before they're not, together, that she isn't crazy, deranged, and jealous. Okay. Now he meets with his team, who was not happy that he's having Kimberly come to the video shoot. They're like, this would be they say the business should be about the business. The video shoot should be about the video shoot. It should not be a fan from America who like you, who you like, should not be there, at the same time. I'm with his team, but I also feel like he's like, this is a part of marketing myself. So why would I not invite her to the video shoots? People can see me. He wants to be famous Okay. Now they're like, look, your ex is on some bullshit. So how do we not know that Kim would not be just like your ex on some bullshit? She's like, oh, Kim is nothing like Lisa. No, Lisa was crazy or whatever. Kim ain't like that. She coming down or whatever. And they then say, well, does Kim know about Zara? Have you told Zara about Kim? I'm like, who the fuck is Zara? So Zara is the name of the song. And the video, he's doing a video for the song Zara. Zara is his ex-girlfriend. This is Zara. This is his ex-girlfriend who also lived in America, but he said they broke up because she was also like a bit jealous. Okay, she did not like the women always coming on to him or whatever, and she couldn't handle that. So they broke up, even though he was in love with Zara. Okay, and I'm like, so you was with Zara? I mean, I'm not comparing apples and oranges. I'm not. However, Kim and Zara are two different fruits, um, of two different ripened ages, of two different, skin types. Okay. It's literally apples and oranges. And I mean, he was in love with Zara, wrote a song for Zara or whatever. But again, because she did not like all the female attention, they could not be together. So he says now he's focusing on Kim Burley, who was very supportive of him. I'm like, I just feel like Zara really needs to make an appearance during this season. We need to see Zara and Kim have a conversation about Usman. Okay, Usman, Usman, what are you doing? What did you? I'm stop. Anyway, we're gonna see what happens because again, I'm my girl. The next episode seems to be pretty juicy if it goes in the right order. Okay. And again, I'll have that review up tomorrow probably. I don't know. Memphis and Hamza. It's Hamza. In Hamza. She's flying to meet that man. Okay, she's flying to meet that man or whatever. She meets up with her sister who was worried about what she going through. Now, the sister then say, "How, girl? You sure about this? What are you doing?" And Memphis feel like, well, it's gonna be a great thing for me, great for my kids, because my kids will then have a great father figure. And I'm like, okay. Now her sister feel like this may not work. Okay, because for one, y'all whole relationship is based on FaceTime phone calls. That's not how things work. And also she brings up how Hamza may not know that Memphis is a bit crazy deranged too. She said my sister is very much so a hothead. Okay, she can be very intimidating, and when she's pissed off, it can be some shit. So again, he don't know none of things about her, so he don't really know her. The fact that the sister's saying, this is nice Memphis. We've only met nice Memphis, but Memphis can be a bit much when she wants to be. And I was like, girl, we're gonna wait to see it. So she also asked her, what does he know about you and your ex-husband? Look, all he knows is that we co-parent very well, and that's all he needs to know. Well, it turns out Memphis is hiding the secrets from Hamza. Okay, she said her and the ex-husband are great friends or whatever, and she relies on him, her ex-husband. Okay, she relies on him very much so for emotional support, not sexual. She's saying it's not. She's saying it's not sexual. She's saying it's only emotional. But again, at one point they spent some nights together because he was emotionally supporting her. But Hamza is jealous. Okay. And so she has told him that. I'm like, girl, okay, if you say so. So we then see her on her flight to go meet that man, and I can feel things is gonna happen, but I can't wait to see what those things are. Okay, now lastly, we have a newcomer on the show, and it's Mike and Ximena. Okay, Mike is 34 from the state of New York, Memphis City. He works in IT. He's also a volunteer firefighter who he keeps to himself and likes building model planes and shit with model toys with Legos. So I was like, I mean, a hobby is a hobby. He also lives with his dad and his grandfather. He helps his dad take care of the grandfather who's 94. Okay, but he also probably helps his dad too. So he has two brothers who have their own families, but I think he's the oldest, if I'm not mistaken. He has not had a relationship in 20 years. He said, I've only been in one relationship when I was in high school. We dated for a year and that's it. I was like, I'm like, so have you not had sex at all? Or have you not had a girlfriend? Because that's a girl. He said because he could not find a woman here. Now he's also, he's only like 5'2", so he's small, okay. But however, he said because he could not find a girlfriend like here in the States, he started looking a bit further out to find someone. He found Xena, who lives in Colombia. She's 24. She's 24 from Colombia. They have been talking for a year. She has two kids, a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. I'm looking like, I mean, he said he's in love. I'm in love with her. Excuse me. We've discussed marriage, we've discussed kids or whatever. However, he does not speak Spanish. She barely speaks English. So there's a whole language barrier. How do you fall in love with someone who you can't talk to on the phone? I don't get it. Because this is my thing. At least people who speak the same language can have conversation with each other. Y'all can only text. I can't. Anyway, so he's going to meet her in person. Okay, I'm like, I guess so. Now we talk to his brother. His brother is 27. Okay, he's younger brother. However, he's like he feels like he's an older brother because of your size. I'm gonna be. But he also was married. Was on his own life. Okay, he brings up how I think he's rushing it. Okay, um, you haven't known her long enough to really want to marry. You haven't even met her in person to want to marry her. I was with my girlfriend for 10 years before I got married to her because you were 17. You're 27, sir. Calm down. Anyway, but he thinks brothers move too fast, doing too much too soon. I agree. I completely agree. Now, even though he admits how their mom died a couple years ago, so he got really closed off, and it was Ximena who got him to talking about whatever and got him out of his grief bubble. And so they're basically trauma bonded. You know what I'm saying? But he like, I'm gonna propose to her, okay, and I'm leave that be. I was like, don't do it. Now he said he wants to propose to her, marry her, bring her here, and have her move in with him, his dad, and the granddad. I was like, so we will see, what happens with that. Okay, and that was all the couples today. Anyway, I will talk to y'all again. I'll be live at 8. Come on back at 8 to discuss the foolishness of gossipy things for my actual last live. I swear I thought last night would be my last live of the year, but it'll be tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. Do not forget to like the video, to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, and to subscribe to my channel. Please and thank you. Gotta go. I will see you when I see you tonight at 8. Gotta go. Bye.